So today I'm reviewing a 2015 Chevy Colorado. It's their smaller truck, but it is by no means a small truck. Hopefully this video does it justice because it is a pretty good sized truck. I appreciate Chevy bringing it to me in red and black because I'm a Texas Tech Red Raider and those are my school colors. We've had a lot of fun driving around this week. Mainly my husband drove it around, so I wish he was here to help me with the review, but he deployed this morning, so he's not around. So I'm gonna just wing it and just bear with me as I walk you through. It's funny because it has a lot of incredible features, and then some of the features are so low-key, like or old school, like you just push to open the tank, and this one has the click to open the door, but it doesn't have the thing where you can just put your finger down and open it. Also, the key fob has a real key, and I've noticed that this is the second Chevy vehicle in a row that I've driven that it's gone back to the regular key. So as I get in, you're going to get to see what I've been looking at while I drive around this week. I'm averaging 15.8 miles to the gallon. I have done absolutely no highway driving at all this week. This is me running my kids back and forth to their activities. It's summertime, so we've been going back and forth to friends' houses and having play dates and barbecues. So I don't know what it would get on the highway. My guess is it would be probably quite a bit better. Pair my phone. It's been paired with my husband's phone. Like I said, he's the one that got to drive it around this week. It's kind of unfair, but I guess he deserved to have a little fun. Turn on my Bluetooth. I'm just waiting for my phone to pick up on it. There it is. Okay, it matches. That was pretty quick. I think the main delay was with my phone. I just changed cell phone services and so it was pretty easy. So a couple of clicks. That's all I had to do. This is where you just press the tone button and then you can change this. I love this. I don't like to listen to very much bass. I have really good hearing, and that lower bass really bothers my ear quite a bit. Now I'll take you to the home screen. It does have Pandora built in, but we actually use a different radio streaming service, and I can't think of the name right now, but it's one of the ones that a lot of people use. And it automatically, when I turned it on, popped it up and would let me control it. I didn't have to use my phone at all. It just seamlessly went to the screen, and I was able to click around and do what I wanted. What's neat is we do have Wi-Fi in this car, and so we were able to pair or put our devices on the Wi-Fi. So that was, the kids love that. We were going to take a road trip, and it would have been cool if they could have just been on the Wi-Fi the whole time. We ended up not taking a road trip. It was just too much before he deployed, but it would have been cool if they could have maybe streamed a TV show or something and been happy, because there are no TVs in this car, and they're used to the minivan where we've got the drop-down TV. Should also show off the backup camera. It's really good. I really like, and as I turn the steering wheel, it kind of lets me know this is a long truck, so this has been really handy for me as I've driven around. I know this morning I picked up a kid for gymnastics. I was carpooling, and his driveway was very narrow, and his streets are very narrow, and I was super worried about hitting a car, and this was able to guide me. I mean, I knew that I was not going to hit that car, even though I got super close, because these lines show you right where you're going to go, and you can trust that. It's super accurate, I found. This truck automatically senses when you're on a hill, and so all of a sudden it says hill start assist is active. It's kind of funny because we're just in my driveway, but my driveway is actually pretty steep, so found it kind of ironic that it can tell. Honest, it took me a while to figure out how to change this screen here. I can see that there's other options, but for the life of me, I could not figure it out. It's not on the steering wheel. Cruise, radio, and then I realized it was on my light switch. You see there it says menu. So I just changed it. You can see your oil pressure. And then my fuel economy. It says that my average is 16.7 and my best was 28. That is way better than my minivan, 28 miles a gallon. That's excellent. The glove box is huge. I was digging through the car trying to find a manual because on the key fob there are some choices that I don't know what they mean, so I was looking for the manual, and it's pretty impressed with the glove box size. Down here you've got some different, you got your flashers if you're going downhill. There's lights. There's actually 2 lights on the back of the truck, and you can turn those on the outside. So if you're using it at night, if you're camping or whatever. You got the trailer. It's got heated seats. Hopefully you can see down here there's a USB port. There's also a headphone jack. There's the old school cigarette lighter jack. I never know what to call that. We got the nice cup holder size. I did have my coffee cup in here the other day, so I just pulled that out, so I had a bigger cup. So that's optional. You can take that in and out depending on your cup size. Got this great console. The console does have another USB, and it's super deep, so that's handy. My mirror is kind of small, but it's lit, so that's kind of nice. Yes, I'm wearing a head cam to do this review, and yes, my kids told me I look like a nerd. Here is pretty standard. The passenger airbag does go on and off based on weight, which is great because my 14-year-old sits up here, but that way I know if it's on or off. You got your sunglass holder up here. That's pretty much it for that. This vehicle does have OnStar. We did call OnStar because we're having a little trouble with setting up the hotspot in the car, and it worked great. So, and also you have your SOS if we were in an emergency. The back of the truck is a nice size. You can see that I've got my feet out. I have plenty of room, as you can see. The only seat that might be a little tight is this middle seat. It's still a pretty decent middle seat. Got the headrest. There's 2 USB ports, which is huge. My kids gotta have their power. Another one of these cigarette light chargers. One thing you'll note is it does not have AC back here, which is kind of a deal breaker for our family. Our son gets really car sick, and he's got to have the AC in the back. Looking at the back of the truck, that's nice because there's a step right here, so you don't have to step all the way up. You just step up part of the way and get up there. It's nice because the truck has the bed liner already built in. We did actually haul off a bunch of our junk. We don't own a truck, so it was really nice to have one this week. We got rid of a bunch of our metal stuff, like basketball goal, fire pit. We have a recycling center near us that pays for metal, so we took that over there. Pretty easy. It's not too heavy. I'm doing that one-handed. I haven't been working out, and I can still do it. You got all your stuff so you can get your trailer plugged in. So yeah, it's a Z71. And it said off-road, so we did take it off-roading. I asked permission to do that, and it was pretty great. I mean, it's a 4-wheel drive, so we were changing back and forth as we were climbing uphill or going downhill, and we didn't do anything too crazy in it, obviously.
Get back into high, back into neutral, let it flash, it's in 4 high, and we're driving.
It's a quick shot of the front of the truck so you can see. It's been nice driving it. I felt really safe in it. I do feel a little higher up than normal, but not much. I would almost want running boards on it, but it's not so high up that it was an issue. I'm about 5'7", and I can easily get up here, no problem. I didn't even have to pull myself up. There's the handle there if someone needed to pull themselves up. And in the back, there's handles, if same thing. If you're pregnant, this might be slightly difficult to get into, but I think it would be way better than one of those, like a Blazer that's been jacked up off the ground, so you would still be able to get in and out of this fairly easy. Last but not least are two kind of random features, but the seatbelt adjusts really nicely. For whatever reason, I've never seen this before in another car, where you can change where it sits in the car. I mean, if you want your belt more forward or backward, I really like being able to adjust that. And then the lumbar support. I like lumbar support. I got a bad back, and I drive around with the lumbar support that I bought in my car. I also use it when I fly. And as you can see, hopefully the video showed off how much that curved out. So that's great for people with a bad back.